Crown Chakra crystals. I want to talk about clear quartz, white howlite, and selenite today. So if you've got any of these crystals, you can use them for working on the crown chakra. So these ones here are clear quartz. And clear quartz is the master healer, and how you use them is very simple. You can just them on the crown, okay, or put them under your pillow, or lie down and put them anywhere around this area. Attuning to your crystals is also important though, which just simply means being in their energy. For me, when I'm doing work like Reiki, etc., I have a crystal team and we have an understanding of each other. So crystals are energetic beings in their own right. Beautiful little devices to do energy work with, along with a whole bunch of other things. But I'm mainly talking about crown chakra today and how these guys can help with the crown. So these are clear quartz crystals. But I've also got this one here. You might have seen me working with this. Some people call her the big girl. She's done a lot of work on thousands of people over the years, which is why she's got all these cracks and rainbows and indents in her. And she gets cleaned. There's bubbles in there as well, little bubbles. She gets cleaned after she's done work every time, but these are like scars that are left behind. This used to be my mum's one, and I know, look at all of this up here. She used to be clear. It used to be a clear crystal, but over the years things happen. Okay, she is clean. She still works to this very day, but takes on the energy from other people to clear them. The same with this one. This is a clear quartz as well, and you can see in there all the different energies it's taken on from different people that I've worked on over the years. So a great practice that you could do if you wanted to is to get yourself a clear quartz crystal, a clear one, completely clear, and just work with it and see what happens to it over the years ahead. I'll keep holding this one up. I'm just going to read a description about clear quartz and then we'll move on to white howlite. Okay, clear quartz is a master healer and can be used for any condition. It is the most powerful healing crystal and energy amplifier on the planet. Works on a vibrational level and attunes to the specific energy of the person needing healing, and it takes that energy to the most perfect state. So in other words, if I was to give this to Buddha, for example, it would match his energy and lift him up just a little bit more. If I was to give this to a depressed person, it would match their energy and lift them up just that little bit more. So it gives you, and I've written that, clear quartz will lift your energy as it gives you what it knows you can handle. Very powerful crystals to have. Clear quartz will integrate and balance all aspects of the self, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, and will promote positive thought patterns, inspiration, and imagination. Clear quartz can be programmed to increase awareness and clarity in thinking, healing, meditation, communication with guides, past life recall, attracting love or prosperity, or virtually any purpose. It is particularly useful for stimulating the crown chakra. However, this master healer can be used for all chakras. So if you've got a clear quartz, have a play around with that and just see what comes back after a while. For me, I clean my crystals on rice. Rice absorbs any negative energy that the crystal might have picked up during work. And they also let me know when they need more. For example, being run underwater or being outside on the earth or the moon or whatever. They let me know. So, and you can have this communication with crystals. I mean, we are energy, they are energy. So shut up, get out of the way and listen. Yeah. Clear quartz, you over there. Now, howlite, white howlite. These guys can also be used over crown chakra. I want to read about these ones as well. And what I'm reading is part of the workbook that I give out to our retreats. So white howlite, hold this up for you. Howlite can prepare the user or wearer to receive wisdom from the higher self and the divine, linking them to higher spiritual consciousness, relieving anxiety, tension, and unreasonable anger, either your own or that directed at you. An excellent antidote to insomnia, stills the mind. Howlite is believed to help balance calcium levels, aiding teeth and bones. Howlite will calm and soothe the emotions, slow the overactive mind, and help to achieve a deep and restful sleep. So programming it for these reasons will only amplify the crystal's natural healing properties. A wonderful stone to hold during meditation. Howlite is primarily associated with the crown chakra, but can also be used to stimulate and balance all the chakras. Keep a piece of howlite in your pocket to absorb anger and negative energy. Howlite, Howlite. And as you can see, they've all got these beautiful grayish tones in them. You can also get blue howlite and green howlite, but they're dyed ones. But then when they're dyed with the color blue, for example, then that blue can correspond with the throat chakra, because this throat chakra energy has the color of the blue. But white howlite, going for the crown for these ones here. Selenite, it's the last one I want to talk about today. These are cool. Look at them. I love the way they just look spinny. I love selenite. Selenite can actually clean other stones. Anyway, I'll read this to you where you have a look at these. Okay, selenite. The name selenite derives from the Greek goddess Selene, the goddess of the moon, a powerful cleansing stone that can be used to clear energies from your surroundings, from your energy field, and from other crystals too. Selenite is a beautiful white moon light that can move through any darkness. Selenite can be programmed to help any worrisome thoughts fade as you begin to grow calmer and more tranquil. By placing selenite over the crown chakra, we can wash away impurities of the mind. Selenite. You can also buy selenite plates. Hang on, what have I got? Where's my one? Up here. Well, they got so many different sizes, and some plates will have geometric patterns, sacred geometry on them as well. This one here is a selenite ruler, called a ruler. So, well, wouldn't put selenite on selenite, but any other crystals you can just place on here for clearing. But also with the ruler or a selenite wand, going over all my chakras, and you can feel it, if you're not using crystals regularly, just may I suggest taking them outside, sitting yourself on the earth and holding them. And you know how you usually get a piece of paper when you buy a crystal? Hold the crystal, read that paper to yourself, and you're attuning your energies there. So you're building up this connection with what could be your team if you're going to be using crystals for your own work. If you are an energy healer or want to do some healing on your family, same thing. Attune with your crystals to build that teamship, and then start working with them on other people. But if you're going to do that, I'd recommend crystals for working on others and crystals for yourself that no one touches. I've got my own crystals and they don't come out and do work on other people, but these guys do. Actually, these ones here, these will be given away at the Retreat to Me. I've got Retreat to Me, Awakening Within. So if you're dipping into spirituality a little bit more and want to understand how to start shifting energy by using tools such as crystals, but also mindset and moving energy purposefully, this is what Retreat to Me is all about. You can check that out on the link if you're interested in retreats, if you're in Australia. And also I've got a crystal course, which I don't know how long that's going to stay up for, but a link to that's in the comments too if you want to learn more about working with crystals. Anyway, that was Crown Chakra crystal work. There's so many more crystals, but these are the 3 that I usually stick with, especially on retreats anyway. And if you do come to retreat, you'll get one of these each to pick. And when you're picking a crystal, instead of looking at it, because then you get in your head, you could feel. So picking without looking, picking and feeling which one feels like the one, because that way the crystal is picking you as well, which makes that connection even more stronger. Yeah. So, you can pick with your eyes, which your head gets in the way, or pick with the feeling. So your crystal can pick you too. Just a thought. Have so much fun with crystals. I really hope that you've enjoyed that. And check the links. And if you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments. My name is Kelly Flack. I hope you enjoy the energy that you absolutely are.